Hi, my name is Landon Newell, and today I'll be talking about the Industrial Revolution and economic transformation. So, the major effects of the following important turning points in world history from 1750 to 1914 was that it was the invention of the railway, locomotive, the steamship, and later the telegraph and telephone, transferring global communications in this era around this time. Explaining new economic factors and principles of Europe's commercial revolution was that it was direct trade routes from Europe, Asia, and Africa, and the Americas enabled a steady flow of new goods to Europe. Explain new economic factors and principles of Europe's commercial revolution. It was the trade routes of Europe and all the other places. Explain the major political, economics, and social motivations that influenced European imperialism, something like that. It was basically the exploration of economic expansions, in that it increased political power. And to explain the effects of free enterprise in the Industrial Revolution, that it was allowing the businesses to work for profit with minimal regulation beyond what is necessary to protect the public interest, caused entrepreneurs to thrive and compete among each other. Explain the effects of free enterprise and industrial revolution. No, I just did that one. Summarize the role of the economics in driving political changes as related to the industrial revolution. So basically, it increased the domestic and foreign trade opportunities and strengthened the economy. Identify the historical origins and characteristics of the free enterprise system, including the influence of Adam Smith, was that it was basically a free enterprise system. And Adam Smith, he was an 18th century of Scottish philosopher. I think that's how you say it. And the historical regions and characteristics of communism, including the influence of Karl Marx, was that his ideas, they formed basis of Marxism, something like it served as a theoretical base of communism, and identify the historical origins and characteristics of socialism. Was that the origins of socialism was that it was the first modern socialist of early 19th century Western European social critics, and described the changing roles of women, children, and families during major eras of world history. Is that women changed throughout history have had fewer legal rights and career opportunities than men, and also the children. Describe the major influences of women during eras of the major world, such as Elizabeth I, Queen Victoria, Mother Teresa. Is that they had many changes throughout the whole time, the whole era, and it impacted them in a very good way. Explain the role of textile manufacturing, steam technology, development of the factory system, and transportation technology in the Industrial Revolution. Was that the role was the application of steam power stimulated the demand for coal. So they basically needed coal for everything. Identify the contributions of significant scientists and inventors such as Marie Curie, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, Louis Pasteur, and James Watt. That they all had all relate in the same way because they contributed to the world and helped the world in many ways, and we wouldn't be here without them today. And then developed the theory of relativity. And